Now let's see. We will talk about this animated picture. So how this whole purine is synthesized. See this. This is a, what is this compound called? Ribose 5-phosphate. Isn't it ribose 5-phosphate? So this ribose phosphate actually will form what? This PRPP. This whole molecule you can see is PRPP. This is a pentose sugar and then pyrophosphate. This ribose 5-phosphate will convert into PRPP. So this PRPP, because ATP, because of ATP, ATP will convert into AMP. Now this is first step. So I am also writing steps here. Steps. The enzyme required is synthase. PRPP synthase. The enzyme is PRPP synthase. Synthase. So very easy to remember. And then second reaction you can see is this. Remember, this 2-phosphate will be lost, and then what happens is, so 2-phosphate will be lost, and what will happen is it will bind nitrogen. So second reaction is transfer of nitrogen. So what is this reaction called? This reaction is amidotransferase. So amido group is transferred from, I will write Q. Q is the short form of glutamine. Okay, Q is short form of glutamine. So I'll write it Q, and glutamine will convert into glutamate. E is short form of 1-letter designation of glutamate. Just remember. So Q will change into glutamate, and amino group is transferred from which group? Amido group. This is amido group. This is amido group is present on, I'll write the glutamine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it 5? So 5, yes, 5 carbon compound, glutamine. So this is glutamine. You see, this is glutamine. So glutamine has amido group. So from this amido, amine is transferred here, and that is why this is called amidotransferase. Glutamine amidotransferase. This is the enzyme is called glutamine amidotransferase. Okay, this is glutamine amidotransferase, and this glutamine amidotransferase convert this into P-phosphoribosyl and A4-amine. I write in short form. I have a slide where I have written all short form into long form. You can go there. PRM is phosphoribosyl amine, and then I will also upload this video there. You can find everything. So PRA, phosphoribosyl amine, it will convert into phosphoribosyl amine, and at the same time what will happen? 2-phosphate will also be released. Now this is second step. So first and second steps are rate limiting steps. Just remember, rate limiting steps. Now third step, what will happen? See, let's see. First, at third step, glycine will come. Glycine is 2 carbon plus 1 nitrogen containing compound. So just you can remember that way. So third step, glycine will come. Okay, so you can see this glycine. So this becomes a molecule, short form, glycinamide, Ga ribose 5-phosphate, glycinamide. Now this becomes glycine and this amide. So glycinamide, because glycine has what? Glycine is a 2 carbon amino acid. Remember, don't forget the structure of glycine. This is glycine. So glycine will convert into glycinamide. This is 2 carbon 1 nitrogen ribose. Now this glycinamide ribose, in second step, what will happen? 1 carbon will be transferred here, and you know this carbon is transferred by what? N-formyl tetrahydrofolate, and this is transferred by tetrahydrofolate. So this N10 THF formyl tetrahydro will convert into tetrahydrofolate, and this will transfer to this. This becomes F, formyl glycinamide ribose phosphate. This whole molecule, the molecule name will seem very large. Just remember FGAR. It will convert into formyl glycinamide ribose phosphate. Now this formyl glycinamide ribose phosphate, this is third and this is fourth step. Now what will happen next is, so amine will added here first. So amine will added, it will change into FGAM, FGAM. So glycinamidine, this is called formyl glycinamidine amino group, and this amino come from, I have given a color coding. If you can see, it come from glutamine, the same way as this reaction. So glutamine Q2E, and now this F here ATP is utilized. Here ATP, because only phosphate was there to provide energy. Here ATP is required. When ATP is required, this is a ligase. So you don't have to remember ligase or it is ligase or something like that. So it will give you a concept only. So it is a transferase, again amidotransferase, FGAR amidotransferase. Here PRPP amidotransferase. This is becomes FGAR amidotransferase. If you understand enzyme classification, it is very easy to understand classification and nomenclature. It is very easy to understand the name of enzyme. You don't have to remember all names. You have to remember only 2 enzyme names. So I'm just giving you overview so that you will have overview. Now FGAM. Now this FGAM will cyclize here like this. So it will become a cyclic. So this is a imidazole ring. As I have told you, the purine is made up of imidazole. Now you can see the imidazole ring is imidazole. Imidazole. So imidazole ring is formed first in purine synthesis. So this becomes a very easy name, air. So amino imidazole ribose phosphate. This is amino imidazole ribose phosphate. So this amino imidazole ribose phosphate now will convert into, let's see what will happen to this. Now carboxy group, CO2 group will attach to this carbon, okay, and this becomes C air. This carboxy, C for carboxy air, carboxy amino imidazole ribose phosphate. So carbon dioxide will be added here. Now carbon dioxide, and remember this is not reaction similar to biotin containing enzyme. It is the only carboxylation you will see. It is independent of biotin. Remember, it is independent of biotin, but it requires ATP. So very peculiar type of carboxylation you will see only in nucleotide synthesis. Now CAR, what will happen then? Next, again amino group. This is the place you will see. This is the place you will see where you will find the one molecule come. The molecule is called aspartate. Aspartate, and this is the reaction called ASS, adenylosuccinate synthase. So this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th reaction. This is 8th reaction. This is called SiCAR. So succinyl amino imidazole carboxamide ribose phosphate. So very beginning, just remember this succinyl will come here, aspartate will join and it will become succinyl, this CAIR compound. Now succinyl will release as fumarate, you know it, fumarate. So fumarate will release as fumarate. Now compound formed is as is written ICAR. So amino imidazole carboxamide ribose phosphate. So this is amino. Now amino is formed. I have directly written amino here. Now in 2 steps this amino group is added. This is 9th step. 8th and 9th step, this amino group is added. Now let's see this. Now what happens? 10th step, this carbon is added. So at 10th step, this carbon is added, and this carbon is added from N10 formyl tetrahydrofolate to tetrahydrofolate, and this carbon is added, and this molecule become F5-car. So formyl amino imidazole carboxamide ribose phosphate. You don't have to remember. I can remember. That is why I am writing it. So this is 10th step. Now this is 11th step. You can see in 11th step, what will happen is this whole ring will fuse, and this will form IMP. This is cyclohydrolase enzyme. IMP cyclohydrolase. So this is the 11th step of whole synthesis of purine. Do you remember now? You don't have to remember anyway. Just did you get concept? Just tell me. Okay. So I'll upload this video. So from that video, you can go again. You can visit this again. And that is why actually I also told in detail. You got that? So this is how whole molecule is synthesized. I have shown you in animation. Now I'll revise it. So you just see this. So this is ribose 5-phosphate. This is ribose PRPP. Now PRPP will form phosphoribosyl M in PRA. Now this PRA will convert into GAR, glycinamide, ribose 5-phosphate. This GAR, formyl, GAR, formyl glycinamide, ribose phosphate. Then like this. So amino, formyl glycinamidine, and this is air molecule. So first molecule formed is this molecule, imidazole. So and second is formed is what? Purine, like this. Carboxy, carbon dioxide will be added. Now amino group will be added from aspartate. This is the first carbon, first number 1 amino acid, and then number 1 amino group. It is given number 1. Now this is whole purine. So purine synthesis is purine is added on this foundation. Just remember foundation. So whole purine synthesis happens on the foundation. If you remember this whole like animation, it will become very easy. Just you have to have a concept of this animation. First imidazole, then this pyrimidine ring is synthesized. The whole purine ring will form. This is imidazole form. First this and then this. Not as you number the same way synthesis happens. So this is the whole thing I told you about. Actually, the whole full form of what I told. You don't need to understand the full form also. The short form, if you understand some short form, that is well enough.